Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time. I always like to start with that because we don't take that lightly, and we want to make sure that every minute spent with us is a minute that you can walk away with some new nuggets and make new sales, right? That's the name of the game every single week. So I like to bring that up first and foremost. Second, speaking of minutes, I want to apologize. We're a few minutes late. Believe it or not, there was a go-to webinar technical issue on my end, on my actual computer. So my apologies go out to everyone, and I don't want to waste any more of your time. So we're going to jump right in. We have some great stuff to talk about today, and I know I say that a lot in the beginning, but today is going to be a little more, let's just say, a little more value add for the agents. And the reason why is I like to meet with our marketing team, in fact, our whole staff, once a week, and we go over, let's say, maybe recent call history, emails, and what are the agents asking for? What are the agents requesting, right? More and more. And, during the last 18 to 20 months, let's say, with COVID and the pandemic, everyone's working from home, right? Or 95% of our agents are working from home or a converted, third bedroom, whatever it is. And you're probably working on various leads or mailers, or you're networking with maybe a mortgage company or health agency, whatever the case is. And you're constantly calling and emailing and sending over quotes, and you're getting client information back. And, the question always comes up, hey, Bill, hey, Andrew, I have a guy, I have a girl, they're on, 3 different medications, or maybe they had prostate cancer or breast cancer. There's been a full recovery, whatever it is. And where do I go? What do I do, right? That's the $100 million question. So what we wanted to do today, number one, was show you, when to think simplified issue, guaranteed issue, instant issue. When is this an impaired risk case, right? When should you use this certain carrier or product, right? And, where's that fine line that says, you know what, Bill? This is a guaranteed issue case. So that's what we wanted to talk about. We wanted to also share some of our latest technology that you, as a Levinson agent, can leverage for free. Okay, this is available at no charge, and we pay a hefty price, okay, to make sure that our agents have access to the best software and platforms, so you can literally underwrite these prospects on the fly, and you can literally get answers in real time while you're still on the phone with the clients. Okay, so it doesn't get any better than that. So that's the part one. The part two of today's feature presentation is with a carrier that rolled out a term product that we can call impaired risk. It has a few tables built into it, and it's the first time I've ever seen a term product look and feel like this product. And in fact, we talk about not having a Burger King and McDonald's on the same corner. This carrier and product is a niche that we have never seen before. And especially if you're working leads and you're hitting the phones daily, this product will play perfectly into your toolbox, okay, for certain clients and prospects. I promise you that. And it's also a great carrier that has our free scholarship program built in. They're A-rated. And we have our VP on today who's going to dive in and talk about this product, other products, and some of the value add that you can leverage by working with this carrier through Levinson. So some great stuff. We're going to have our question of the day at the end of the call. So make sure you're paying attention, because the question has to do with one of the slides that you're about to see. Okay, I can promise you that. And whoever answers first and correctly wins. Your choice. Let me see what I have in stock today. It looks like a Amazon tablet, so the new Fire tablet. I have an Amazon Echo, so you get to pick. I'll also send you Distribution Solution Prospecting book on us. Okay, so whoever answers first wins. We'll announce your name at the end. Okay, so moving forward, I also want to talk about a few pluses, things going on here at Levinson. It's also Life Insurance Awareness Month. And what's important, and you need to think about this for a minute, okay? And it doesn't matter your age, gender, where you are in the country. Forget Life Insurance Awareness Month, right? It's Life Insurance Awareness Year. In fact, almost 2 years, because this whole pandemic, right, has taken the life insurance conversation and it has skyrocketed. And it's at the top of everyone's mind. I had an agent in the office this morning when I came into work at maybe 9 o'clock, 9:15. This agent is crushing it today. In fact, they do health insurance, life insurance. He said, Bill, we are selling more life insurance than, forget health insurance, than we've ever sold life, health combined in history. And we're talking about it. And he said, you know what I did? I put a billboard on I-95 marketing life insurance. Can you imagine? And I'm asking him, I said, God, I can't even imagine the number of views and eyeballs that you get on your billboard. You know, people must be calling. He said, Bill, it's crazier than ever right now. So, you know, you can listen to me talk about this all day long, but the point is people need and want life insurance. They want to learn more, and you are a great resource, right, that these people can reach out to. You just have to make sure that you're top of mind in your city, county, state, whatever it is. Maybe you're working a few states, but leverage social media. You have to be out there. When these people think COVID, pandemic, oh my gosh, we need a life insurance policy, well, they better be calling or emailing or reaching out to you, right? That's the name of the game. So you got to get out there. Use our tools. We have so much great technology, consumer videos. We can co-brand for you. We even have a scholarship video and slide. We can put your picture on, your name, phone number, okay? All the above. And we don't charge for any of this stuff. So take advantage. Life Insurance Awareness Month, obviously, it's the last day of the month here in September. But some of these statistics I've been talking about all month, but they're mind-boggling. I mean, this is just nuts. And these are facts. You can Google this as soon as we're done. Per LIMRA, Q1 of this year, life insurance sales up over 11% over the prior year, highest since 1983. Okay, folks, this is the time. This is the best career path, bar none, in this country today. We have agents crushing it, okay, and not agents that have been doing this for 50 years, okay? A few of our top agents have been doing this for 10, 15 years, okay? So now is the time. There's no excuse. You just have to get the word out, and you will make sales, okay, and earn an unbelievable living, okay, while helping families. There's no better career than this, and this is the proof in the pudding. Anyway, we have a list of bullets below that gives you reasons to open the door back up to start the life insurance conversation. We're going to send this out in the thank you email today, but this is a great opportunity to go back to your book of business, okay, that you've sold to, and say, hey, by the way, you know I sold you a Banner Life 20-year term policy, 16 and a half years ago, and by the way, do you know about the new life insurance that pays while you're alive, that has long-term care and critical illness and chronic illness? Okay. Oh, no, I didn't know about that, Bill. Well, let me run your quote. Let's talk about it. Okay. There's so many reasons. We even have we have thousands of orphan leads that are available to Levinson agents only. As long as you're writing the premium, we give you these leads for free. Another way to open door and someone to share your story with, right? Name of the game. Okay, let's move forward here and jump right into what's new at Levinson. Okay, a couple of things I want to mention real quick. As we're going throughout the slides, use that Q&A box, okay? Get comfortable with the box, because when I announce the winner at the end and I ask my famous webinar question, right, you have to make sure your little fingers are typing fast and you're the first one to answer. So as we go, please dive in, don't be shy. Any questions, product info, anything that comes to mind, please share with us. Andrew's going to do his best to answer everyone in real time, and whoever we don't get to, you will get a reply when we hang up today's call. And then, of course, everyone gets that thank you email in your inbox before the day is up. And if you don't get it, that means we have your incorrect email address. Okay, so call us and tell us what your new email is if you don't get it, or check your spam or junk folder. Okay, carrier incentives. So real quick, I want to go over some of the bullets and what's going on at the companies and here at Levinson. So we have the only guaranteed issue whole life product that goes up to $100,000. Okay, we are literally, there's about 7 IMOs in the country that have access, and we are one, and it's a whole life. Now think about this for a minute. Straight up guaranteed issue. There's one question, and that's if your client can work full-time hours. If they can, boom, approved, done, full commission to you. Not a referral fee, full commission plus renewals. Okay. Now, Bestow, that's our quick, easy, instant issue term policy to 1.5 million. You write your first app, we give you a $50 Amazon gift card. What's so cool about this? We have the only direct-to-consumer Amazon-type platform in the industry. I own the software. I own the rights. Okay, so what that means is you can go out and market not just Bestow in a term product, 5 different carriers, over 15 products, where your client can go on, run a quote, apply, get an instant approval, and you get full commission plus renewals depending on the product. So, and it's free. Okay, so you have your own Amazon for insurance, okay, and you can only do this with us. It's a no-brainer. Reach out to Noah if you want to get your Insure Me Now direct platform up and running, and we're adding more carriers as we speak. Okay, another big one, September football kickoff annuity contest. So you write 2 annuities, you can win $1,000 cash above and beyond our top commission payout on the annuity side. SureBridge, write your first 2 apps, you get $100 on top of your commissions and renewals. On the bottom there, submit premium to Levinson, and this is the biggest one in my opinion, I love this, you can get round-trip airfare plus 1 night at our beachfront resort for the April 8th, 2022 Levinson Expo is back. Okay, we'll pay for everything. As long as you're writing with us, we'll take care of everything. If you're local or maybe you're brand new, you haven't written anything yet, this is free for everyone. As long as you're active with us, it's free. We do dinner the night before for the out-of-towners, breakfast the day of, lunch, snacks. We pull in all of our top carriers. We have a keynote, Mary Reed, for 2022. It's going to be an amazing day full of networking and sales ideas, and I hope you are there. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. Over 300 agents already registered, so make sure you're there. New carriers and products. So real quick, again, Insure Me Now Direct. We have new, let's see, 2 carriers we're working on, a final expense product and a couple guaranteed issue products that are in the works as we speak. North American has the Builder Plus IUL now approved in California, very tough state to get approved in, so that's a plus. Couple other things I want to mention. If you're in the state of Washington, you know what's going on with LTC. We literally had 1 carrier, 1 product left. It was just discontinued. So we do have some other alternatives. You can reach out to our marketers and we'll help you with that. Pac Life just had a rate reduction. So for term, let us know. We'll get you up and running with Pac Life. And then Banner Life approves the 35 and 40-year term in New York, another tough state, as you know. Let's move over to the right-hand side. IUL presentation software. You're probably seeing a bunch of marketing coming out from our competitors. They have the best program. We have the best whatever it is, okay? But these are the facts. We have the only IUL consumer-approved presentation software, okay, compliant and approved with 9 companies. It's the only platform that is approved at the carrier level. And what that means is all of the information you put into an illustration can literally get embedded into that particular company life application, okay? The only IUL software that can do that. Unheard of. So the conversation's over. when it comes to selling IUL. You need to have Stonewood through Levinson to get your discounted pricing, or if you write minimum premium, we pay. Okay, now, same mindset, but when it comes to premium finance, we have a similar platform called ILIA. So if you're interested in premium finance, or you need, maybe you have a guy or girl and you need a little coaching, someone to get on the phone with you and the client, we have the perfect person that will help you, the perfect third-party outfit that will do all of the heavy lifting for you. Same concept with Mary Reed and her distribution solution. She's got some unbelievable strategies that work great for tax savings, for retirement planning. I mean, I'm talking about cases that are 140, 200,000 of target premium, and all you have to do is find the right prospect. She does everything for you, A to Z, okay? As long as you tee it up with the client, she'll take it from there with you on the phone, by the way, okay? So some great options there. She's our keynote at the Levinson Expo. It's going to be amazing. This is our last bullet here. This is, I love this concept. You know, as agents, you should be out there looking constantly for ways to network and let's say work with a PNC or health agency, right? Or these real estate or mortgage companies. I mean, look at what's going on with real estate right now. Mortgages are skyrocketing, right? Well, think about if you were the specialized mortgage protection agent that worked with one of the largest mortgage companies. Imagine the amount of leads that would come your way, okay? Well, we put together a turnkey platform for you to do the same thing with PNC agencies. It's called LIRP, L-I-R-P. This is a kit that we are giving out for free that allows you, a Levinson agent, to work with a PNC agency and have everything automated through your platform. So everything's sold, you get the credit. And then, of course, if they're life licensed, we can arrange some type of split, and you're off to the races. And most PNC agencies, they don't want to get involved with life insurance. It's like a different language for them. Well, that's no problem, because Billy Levinson is the life insurance go-to. Their clients can literally click on a link, do everything from A to Z, and again, you get paid full commission, and you just added a new client to your book of business. It's an amazing platform. It's free, and you should be using this and reaching out to all PNC agencies, point blank. It's going to be, in fact, Andrew, I think let's try to get that out by like Monday, Tuesday latest, because the agents are going to love this. Okay, so what I wanted to do now is shift gears for a second and talk about some of the go-tos, some of the niches, and then I'm going to introduce Kelly, our RVP, and he'll take the wheel in just a minute. But before I do that, I hope you're writing down some of these niches, because no one else has these carriers and features, okay? So make sure you're writing this stuff down. And if you remember, I kept saying about the Burger King and McDonald's on the same corner, okay? We don't like that. So every carrier we have represents a niche in the space, okay? And by the way, whatever the niche is, we feel like we have the best underwriting platform and solution. And here's just a few examples. Let's look at the chart. We'll start in the top left corner. If you have a consumer, okay, that chews tobacco, smokes cigars, or has that new recreational marijuana card, okay, which is coming up more and more often now. If it's occasional, right, you can get non-smoker, sometimes select non-smoker, or even preferred non-smoker with Lincoln and Prudential, okay? Do you know what that's going to do to your competition? You're going to bury your competition, because your premium is going to come out less than half of everyone else. Okay, let's go to the bottom. Private pilots, active military. Now, this obviously comes up a lot as well. Those are the four go-to carriers. Now, let's go back over to top center, mood disorders, anxiety, depression. Okay, one medication, no problem. Guess what? Standard Plus or Select with Banner, Pac Life, and a possible preferred. Okay, right under that, this comes up all the time: blood pressure, cholesterol, and lab readings that aren't ideal. Okay, maybe a little below average, but blood pressure, cholesterol meds, if everything is pretty much under control, okay, Banner, Mutual of Omaha, Prudential, Lincoln, Protective, still get a preferred rating? It's huge. Let's go to the top right. Type 2 diabetics, Banner, Protective, Hancock, and Forrester's non-med for a type 2 diabetic. Unheard of, folks. Jot this down. Type 1 diabetics using insulin. LSW, Protective, Hancock, Liberty Bankers, and Forrester's, both for final expense. These are no-brainers and will give you a big leg up versus your competition. And if you're unsure, we have a couple of platforms you can enter the information in, and it will tell you exactly the carrier, health class, and premium for that particular prospect, and you can move on and make the sale literally on a Sunday night when we're closed in less than 10 minutes. Okay, so we made it very, very simple for you. This is just a little taste. Okay, we have literally like 4 pages of these. And again, questions, use that Q&A box. Without further ado, I want to jump into today's feature presentation with Mr. Kelly Steinmetz. He's our RVP with Forrester's, who represents another niche in the space that you have full access to. Kelly, are you there, bud?
I'm here, Bill.
Yep, thank you for that. All right, let's jump right in.
Well, hey, I appreciate you having me on today to talk about what's happening at Forrester's Financial. It sounds like there's plenty going on at Levinson, so you have your plate full there. And we're very excited to be here today talking to you and give you a little background on Forrester's Financial. I think Forrester's is probably one of the best kept secrets in the U.S. It's a little company out of Canada. It's domiciled. Our home office is actually in Toronto, Canada. And Forrester's does business in the UK, Canada, and the United States. The bulk of the business comes from the United States. I actually live in the US as well, and the whole sales team for the US lives in the US. Our business is processed in Toronto. That's where everything gets done. But for the most part, your sales team here is located in the US. So I thought today the purpose would be to give you a pretty good idea, a general idea of what Forrester's brings to the table. As Bill mentioned, 2020 was certainly a strange year for all of us that are in the business. And, you know, Forrester's is one of the companies that, unlike some of our peer carriers, we didn't have any real challenge in 2020. We were able to flip the switch almost immediately, get folks working from home, and we had a record year in 2020 for Forrester's. We were bumped up a couple of rankings in the LIMRA standings for premium, overall life insurance premium, and now going into 2021, we're 3/4 of the way finished, and we're on pace to have another record year. So why are we having record years when some of our peer carriers are struggling a little bit? I think a lot of it has to go back to the portfolio that we have to offer, the portfolio that we have, and the processes that we have in place. We're already built around non-face-to-face selling. So we were already down that path pretty far with our distribution, selling non-face-to-face over the phone or through Zoom calls, etc., with an e-application type process. And it wasn't a big switch for us to go that direction. So I think that was definitely give us a leg up. And so going into this year, we just continued to build on that and expand on that, and another record year. So let me give you an idea what, if you're going to consider Forrester's, I think some of the niches that you'll be interested in. First of all, Forrester's has been around 150 years for those of you maybe that haven't heard of us before. 150 years, so the company's definitely nothing new. It's been A-rated by AM Best for 21 consecutive years. Financials are very strong. If you look at the financials, I think you would see that, you know, comparatively speaking to some of the carriers that are actually domiciled in Canada, like we are, some of them that you would recognize the names, we actually have very strong or stronger than they financials. So you can feel good at night if you've sold some Forrester's financials. This is a real succinct snapshot of the product suite that we offer at Forrester's, and this is what really helps us differentiate ourselves. In my mind, having been in this business a long time, if you're in middle market United States, I think this portfolio can pretty much cover anything you might run across in that marketplace with regards to life insurance protection. So if you start on the left-hand side, we say non-medical, that's simplified issue. Up to 400,000, we've got a term product. We also have a par whole life product, that's the Advantage Plus 2. And then we've got a current assumption Smart UL product. Medically underwritten, it's exact same products, just basically now you can go fully underwritten if you choose to go down that path. If you want to get a better than standard rate, you can go down that fully underwritten path, and there's no limit on the face amounts. Simplified issue, these are the products that we kind of have made a really nice niche for ourselves in this marketplace. Plan Right Whole Life, that is our final expense product, and for those of you may be familiar with Foresters, you would recognize that as a final expense product. We really got started in the U.S. about 12 years ago with that product, and prior to that, Foresters was a career distribution and had a very big footprint in the U.S. To get it going in the U.S., we disbanded the career agency system and went to the independent route and teamed up with some distributors that were really very heavy in the final expense marketplace. And that was the first product that we really started to roll with in the United States. Went from 0 to 100 overnight with the final expense product. Still accounts for about 25% of our sales in the US. So it's still very big part of our portfolio, but not nearly as much as it was in the past. We have an accidental death term product. We had this on the shelf for many years. We pulled it off for a few years, and then we just reintroduced it last year. It's a very competitively priced accidental term product. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. And then we just brought back a children's whole life product. This is something that made a lot of sense for Foresters. Being a fraternal company, we're all about family. And we want to have the ability to cover somebody cradle to grave, whether it was that final expense product that's solving those needs for seniors that just need that small amount of insurance to cover that burial or whatever it might be, all the way down to those seniors with grandchildren that wanted something for the grandchildren, life insurance wise. And so we brought that Bright Future Children's Whole Life out, and it's really taken off over the last 2 years here. When we say non-med, guys, I don't know where everybody stands, if you're in this marketplace or not, but for all intents and purposes, when we say non-med, we mean all we're looking at is an MIB, a script check, and the bill chart. There's no paramed, there's no blood, urine, saliva swab test, no APSs. We're not doing any phone calls or anything like that. It's basically what you see on the application. You're going to fill that out on, we use iPipeline as our platform for the e-app. You're going to complete that, and once you hit submit, we're going to run these things in the background, the MIB script check, bill chart, LexisNexis to verify the identity as well. In less than 10 minutes, email comes back to the agent and lets you know whether or not your client is eligible for coverage. So again, whether you're doing this sitting at the kitchen table, knee to knee, or if you're doing this over the phone, non-face-to-face, it's the same process. So you're going to do this e-app. Once the application is completed, you're going to hit submit. 10 minutes, email will let you know whether or not your client's eligible for coverage or not. So the first product we're going to talk about today is called the Strong Foundation. This is a term product. It's been around for quite a few years, actually. It was a proprietary product for one of our distributors for many years. We were able to bring this out to the masses a couple years ago, and this product is a big part of our portfolio. This is our #1 selling term product. This product is a product that is only available on a non-med chassis. This product cannot be fully underwritten. It's a non-med simplified issue term product only. And I heard Bill mention mortgage leads, things like that. That's where it's used quite heavily in that marketplace, in the mortgage protection arena. It's got a very robust compensation to it. And it also has a very relaxed underwriting requirements and standards for it. So it makes it easy to get prospects qualified and get that insurance issued quickly. So here's what we're looking at from a spec standpoint. You can go standard. This is either standard tobacco or standard non-tobacco. And then just recently, we expanded it to diabetes substandard rate classes. And I'm going to go into a lot more detail on that in a little bit. But for now, you're looking at 50,000 to 400,000. We have all the term limits, 10, 15, 20, 25, and the 30-year term limit. And then again, we'll dive into that substandard rate class for the diabetes. I think you're going to be pretty impressed with that. And if you're looking for a niche product, then this is it. So a very liberal underwriting. And we will actually take diabetics type 1 or type 2. So if you're looking at this, again, type 1 or type 2, standard, which includes up to 6 tables baked into that pricing, and then the substandard tables, 7 to 12. And again, I'm going to dive into that in more detail. We actually have a COPD, pretty relaxed underwriting. We'll accept mild COPD for non-smokers, provided they're not on prescription steroids or oxygen. Now, Bill mentioned some niche products, and I'm going to have to talk to you, Bill, about where we could be actually in another one of those boxes for niche products. The definition of a tobacco user for this product is someone who has used cigarettes within the past 12 months. That's the question on the application. Have you used cigarettes within the past 12 months? If the answer is yes, then you're considered a tobacco user. If the answer is no, then you're going to be a non-tobacco user. So that means you could be somebody who smokes cigars every day, somebody who smokes a pipe every day, somebody who chews tobacco every day, uses nicotine patches, vapes with nicotine in their vape, or anything else that might have nicotine in it. You're going to be considered a non-tobacco user with this product, as long as you have not smoked cigarettes in the last 12 months. And we also take those recreational cannabis users as well as non-tobacco users. And we will accept somebody who, if they use cannabis, marijuana, only thing we'll ask, if it's for recreational purposes, we'll allow it up to 6 times per week. We only ask that you take 1 day a week off. If it's for medicinal purposes, it was prescribed. What we're going to want to know is, what is it treating? What was it prescribed for? Okay. So it's a very relaxed underwriting product. Here's the specs for it, where we go. I don't know if you're going to find too many 10-year terms that will go up to age 80 on a non-medical basis. Do we see a lot of term cases for folks in their 70s? No, not really, but believe me, we do get those quite often. So it does come into play. So keep that in mind as well. So when you're looking at this product, this is priced as a simplified issue, non-med, very relaxed underwriting, very generous compensation. It is not going to be something that's going to be winning a spreadsheet war. So if you're looking for that, then this is not your product. But if you're looking for something that you can get a lot of folks qualified quickly, get the policy issued quickly, get paid quickly, then this could be your product. So that's why this product was designed, and that's how it's sold. And we sell a boatload of this. So the key here also on the very bottom is this thing is convertible. So you could go out and sell this today to somebody who can qualify for it, and that's going to be a lot of folks. This can also then be converted to one of our permanent products under the typical conversion guidelines that we have in place. And today, those permanent products are the Smart UL or the Advantage Plus. So think about that. You can get this issued today for somebody that I mentioned would be typically considered a tobacco user. So let's say you ran across somebody who was out there smoking cigars or pipes or something like that. You wrote this product, they would be considered a non-tobacco user. A few years down the road, they could convert this product to one of our permanent products available at the time and still keep that non-tobacco rate class. Okay, so that's pretty powerful stuff. It's a nice little niche. our underwriters and actuaries don't like it when we talk about that in sales, but it is what it is. So take advantage of it. The next product we'll talk about real quickly is the Smart UL. This is a current assumption UL product. Current interest rate on this is 4.5. That's the current interest rate. Guaranteed rate is 2. This product is going through the 7702 repricing process as we speak. It will be done very shortly, and it's going to look very, very good. And this is one of the products now that you can sell this as a simplified issue non-med product, or if you want, this can also go fully underwritten. So you sitting with a client, somebody that is not too keen on getting a paramed done, or they fit into the specs here where they only want that up to 400,000 in that middle age range, and you can cover them on a non-med basis, you should look at this product. It's a very competitively priced UL product. You can, it's very flexible, so you can design this thing however you want it. You can design it so that it'll carry out to age 100 plus. On the current side, you can design it less than that. Very flexible, very commonly used product as an alternative to somebody that's out there selling final expense. Because if you look at the specs there from 56 to 75, this product will go down to 25,000 face amount. So if you're an agent that's selling final expense, you get out there, you run across a 65-year-old person who you're talking to them, and man, they're healthy. Final expense product, as we all know, those are built and priced for the folks that we know are going to have some quite a few dings on them. But if you're talking to somebody who's older and they're healthy, this product might be an option. You could probably get them more coverage for a lot less premium than you would with a final expense product. So it's a great option to keep in your back pocket for those healthier seniors that you might be talking to. And again, this would be the non-med chassis, or if you want to go down the fully underwritten path, you can do that as well. So great product to keep in mind. This product, the Advantage Plus 2, is a very flexible product. This is very robust par whole life product. Foresters is a fraternal company. We pay dividends. This product's been around a long time. It's probably, in my opinion, our best product in the portfolio. This is very flexible product. Again, you see the specs. You see on a non-med basis. It aligns with what you saw on the previous slide for the UL product. So as a agent, this is very easy for you to think and keep straight. I've got Foresters Financial. I've got the product suite. I've got the non-med product suite, or I've got the fully underwritten product suite. The specs are pretty much the same for any product, for each of the products. You're using a very similar application, same process. So it's a great arsenal of options, and you don't need to learn a lot of different things. It's very easy to keep straight. So this product, simplified issue, again, very competitively priced. I love this product. So if you're talking to somebody who likes to wear belt and suspenders, this is a great product. Guaranteed cash value, guaranteed death benefit, very competitively priced. This is the product, again, if you're in for example, your family bank, infinite banking, bank on yourself, that type of marketplace or sales concept, if that's what you're into, this product is used extensively in that marketplace for those folks that want to accumulate some cash value. They want to overfund this. They use our side buckets. They use the paid up additions rider. We have a single or a flexible paid up additions rider on this product. So if you're in that marketplace and you want to overfund a whole life product, the flexible PUA is the way to go. You add a 10-year or a 20-year term blend on there to keep that premium down, more cost efficient. You can really make a very powerful cash value product. And this is sold quite often in that scenario. So, but if you just run across somebody who is only interested in, hey, I don't want any surprises with my life insurance, a little cash value buildup would be nice, but I don't want surprises. Give me something that's guaranteed. I don't have to go through underwriting. It's a simplified issue. Bam, this is the product. So it's very flexible. Bright Future. We see this product is purchased about 50% of the time by grandparents and about 50% of the time by actual parents. So you're an agent, you're talking to seniors, you've already got one hook, you've sold a product to them, whether it's an annuity or final expense or Medicare, something else. It's a great way to go back to them and say, hey, I remember you talking about your grandchildren, your grandkids. Let me tell you about this product that you can purchase for them. This is a whole life product. You can see the specs there: 15 days to 17 years old, 5,000 to 75,000. There's like 3 or 4 questions on this application. It's a simplified issue application against an e-app process. You can put up to 6 children on one application. Very easy to use. If you're out there talking to folks about mortgage protection, they're protecting their selves in case one of them passes away, but also, hey, a lot of times these people are younger, they might have some children that this would be a perfect fit for them. So a great way to go back into those houses that you have already sold some products, talk to them about another product. So this product is basically one of the easiest products you'll ever sell in your life. Again, nice product, pays great. So keep that in mind. The charity benefit provision, just remind you real quickly, this charity benefit provision, it's a little sales sizzle. This is available on the Term, the Smart UL, the Par Whole Life Advantage Plus, and the Bright Future. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to allow the owner, the insured, to pick a charity of their choice. Upon filing a death claim, we'll pay the normal death benefit amount, but we will also then pay 1% up to $100,000. So 1% of the face value to a designated charity of their choice. So they can pick that charity at the time of application, or they can add on, let us know later. A lot of folks don't know right off the top of their head, but it's a nice little add-on. It's a nice little sales sizzle, just to remind them, a lot of folks want to give to charity. Maybe they don't have the resources to do that. And this is our way of just helping them give back. So it's 1% charity upon the death claim. The Plan Right is that final expense product we talked about. If you're in this marketplace, this is a product that's been around a long time, bread and butter product, sell a ton of this product. It is got 3 different rate classes. So you got a preferred, a standard, and a basic rate class. We'll give day 1 coverage for preferred and standard rate classes. So 100% of that face amount starting day 1. It's very liberal in underwriting. This thing is priced like a table 12 type pricing. Again, we understand the folks that are buying this probably have some issues. We're trying to cover as many people as possible, 50 to 85, 5,000 up to 35,000, depending on the plan type. This product is the only product that we don't have available on the e-application iPipeline platform. This product is a paper application if you're going face-to-face, but it can also be sold over the phone, non-face-to-face. We use Aptical as the third-party vendor that we use to do our PHI. They have a web-based e-app process that you can sell this product in a non-face-to-face environment. So all the other ones I talked about, that's an e-application, non-face-to-face using iPipeline or face-to-face. This one is a little bit different. We're gravitating towards that e-app process probably sometime in 2022. Great product. Again, if you're in this marketplace, I think you've probably heard about this product. And one of the things that makes that product a little bit different than the other ones is that day 1 coverage for the first 2 rate classes. Prepared to, the last product in the portfolio, guys. This product is something that we brought back here about last year, mid-last year. It was an accidental death product. It was a very popular product. Just wasn't quite meeting the profitability that we wanted, so we pulled it off, revamped it a little bit, came back with a newer and better product. It's actually still very competitively priced. An accidental term product. This one actually does have an ROP on it as well, so a return of premium option. If that's something that you're interested in, we can go 18 to 70 age-wise, 50 to 500,000. 2 questions or 3, depending on which state you're in. They're lifestyle questions. Again, this is accidental death only, so it's not morbidity. So again, this product I see as something as a great add-on. It's a great way to go back into a house and make another sale. As we all know, the more sales you make in one house, the better the persistency is. And you're going to get some referrals with this product because it's very inexpensive. Also, if you run across somebody who can't get covered with traditional products, so they're declined for health reasons, this might be an alternative for them. Again, we're not asking health questions, it's lifestyle questions. It is not guaranteed issue, but it's the closest thing that Foresters has to that type of product. So very competitively priced product, easy to use, simplified issue, bing bang, done, out the door, get paid, get the policy out to your clients. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that we also have on these products I mentioned the accelerated death benefit rider on the products at no additional cost. That's on the terms Smart UL, the whole life, the bright future. Terminal illness only on plan, right? But that's your critical, chronic, and terminal illness rider built in, no additional cost. So Foresters is a little different kind of company, and if you're going to represent Foresters, you're going to offer this to your clients. It is something that you're going to want to take a few minutes and get yourself familiar with what a fraternal company means, what that means to the people who buy policies with a fraternal company, and how you as an agent can use that to your benefit. Because I think it really can benefit you as an agent. Our best agents know the fraternal benefits probably better than a lot of us that work in the company. So how do you become a member? A fraternal company in the United States, Foresters is a 501c. We don't pay tax on our revenue in the US because we're fraternal. You become a member with Foresters by buying a life insurance policy. We call them certificates in the fraternal world. So once somebody buys a policy from you with Foresters, the insured is a member. That's it. As long as that policy stays in force, they're a member. And for being a member, they're going to get some additional benefits absolutely free. So these are in addition to that life insurance policy. The life insurance policy is a separate, unique thing. And then the membership benefits are also separate and unique and 100% absolutely free for being a member with a fraternal company. Some of them, I heard Bill mention scholarships. Foresters give scholarships out to members. We have a competitive scholarship program. Every year we give up to 250 scholarships away to folks. We have grants. We have some well-being benefits. We have volunteer opportunities in the community, and a lot of folks love that type of stuff. So it's a great way to market yourself and market the company. So scholarships, again, these are competitive college scholarships, $2,500 a year, renewable for up to 4 years. Again, we'll give up to about 250 of those every year. And it's very powerful when you're in the house and you're talking to folks that have some kids in that range that are interested in scholarships. This is definitely something that you want to talk to them about, and also the grandparents. If you sell a final expense policy to the grandchildren would be eligible to apply for a college scholarship. So the competitive scholarships, that's what they look like. $300 a year we give up to, $2,500 per year for the kids. A lot of the requirement is based on volunteer community service. So if the kids are interested in applying for the scholarship, they should know at least 2 years ahead of time so they can get into some community service, because that's heavily weighted towards that. Foresters is all about family and community. The 35% is on the grade point average, 3.2 GPA. So some of us could have qualified and some of us probably wouldn't have. So keep that in mind. That's another one. The Orphan Scholarships, guys, I do a lot of presentations in front of big groups of agents. And when I talk about the Orphan Scholarships, this is probably the one topic that gets the biggest reaction for the years I've been doing this. Orphan Scholarships is something we hope never gets used but unfortunately it does get used. That means if you've sold a policy, maybe a mortgage protection to mom and dad, they're now members with Foresters. Mom and dad go out one night and they get in a car accident, they don't make it home. Now there's some orphans at home. Those orphans would automatically be eligible for these college scholarships, no questions asked. So it's pretty powerful. Again, we hope it never gets used, but unfortunately it does. And on that note, I also mentioned, I don't think I have a slide on this, but there is an orphan benefit. In that scenario, mom and dad go out, they don't make it back. There's orphans at home. Somebody's going to have to raise those children now. Typically, we'll ask our brother or a sister or grandparents to raise the children in that type of scenario. Whoever the legal guardian is that raises those children for the Foresters members that have now passed away and their children are orphans, Foresters will pay the legal guardian of those orphans $900 per month per child until those children reach the age of 18. So if grandparents are going to raise the kids now, now that the parents have passed away, the grandparents would receive $900 per month per child until they reach the age of 18. And then the children would also automatically get the orphan scholarships as well. Again, we hope that benefit never gets used, but unfortunately it does. So it's very powerful to talk about when you know that there are young children in the household. Community grants. Community grants is something that a lot of folks really want to get involved in community, but they just don't have the resources to give a lot back to their communities. Their time is something that they can give back. Now they can give back time and money. So if they want to do something in their community, Foresters will help them do that. If they want to do something for their local homeless shelter, they want to do something for a women's shelter or a homeless shelter, the going back to school for low-income children, they need school supplies. That's a community grant. They can get these grants from Foresters on average about $200 or $2,000 per grant, and they can get these grants up to 3 different times per year. So one person could apply for 3 different grants per year if they wanted to do something within their community to help give back. So an agent, our savvy agents, become members themselves. So they'll buy a policy on themselves, and now they are members. Not only they're agent with us, but they're also members with us now. So as a member with Foresters, they can use these grants themselves. So it's a great way for agents that are in communities where they can get some face recognition and name recognition. They can go out and do things in their community, and Foresters is funding it. So it's a great way to promote themselves within the community. Imagine going into the local school and dropping off $2,000 worth of school supplies, to a needy school. They're going to want to know, geez, who are you? Where did you get the money to do this? It's a great way to promote yourself within the community. So our members love these types of benefits. These are some of the examples. I mentioned a few of them, but we have a ton of different examples. We have to give this money away. It's part of our fraternal order. We have to do this. So we want to help you. If you have an idea, we try to help the member so that we can give these grants away legally for you. I don't want to waste a lot of time on this, but I think it's very important that you know a little bit about the company that you could be selling.
Kelly, we got about a minute left. Just to give you a heads up, I apologize.
So this is one.
Take a couple of minutes. Take a couple of minutes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I know it's a lot of material. So this is one that last one that's just a freebie, $200, no questions asked if you want to do something in the community. We also have something called Law Assure. A lot of folks that you're dealing with may not have a will. This is a third-party vendor that we use, Law Assure. They can, once they're a member with us, they go to Law Assure. It's a website. They can create their own will, power of attorney, and a healthcare directive absolutely free, just for being a member with Foresters. We also have something, our newest one is called Foresters Go. A lot of you are probably familiar with something called John Hancock's Vitality type program. This is similar to that, but I think it's much better. They can use the rewards that they earn to buy things from Amazon, whatever they want to get. It's a great program to encourage healthy living and lifestyle. So I'll stop there, guys. Bill, and turn it back over to you.
Oh, that's perfect. And I really apologize, but I want to make sure everyone gets out on time. We have just a couple minutes left. Kelly, amazing job in a short amount of time. And this was partially my fault because we started a few minutes late because of our technical issue. So once again, thank you. What I want to do real quick, I'm going to take like 2 or 3 minutes, like speed dating real fast, and then we're going to ask our question of the day. So make sure you're paying attention. So real fast, I know you've heard of foresters. You might be appointed already through another upline, okay, which is fine, obviously not a problem. If you want to take advantage of our tools, lead programs, and keep in mind, every forester's product comes with that scholarship, and it's part of SAGE, so they get the 1 year free tuition on top of everything else. So it's a huge plus, and that's only available through Levinson. Plus, we match or most of the time beat your existing commission. So it's really a no-brainer, and you get cash or leads with your first application. Okay, so what I'm going to do fast, again, just make sure you're taking notes. We have a complete turnkey underwriting solution center on our website where everything's at your fingertips, questionnaires. You can sit down or do this over the phone with a client, but everything is there in front of you depending on the health condition or the condition of that particular client. X-ray is a big one. You probably heard of it by now. Most of our competitors give away, it's called the light version, free, because they don't pay for it, right? It's very simple, height and weight. What we have is the light version and the full version, which means you can even attach an APS. You can share PSA information. You can share A1C information, and all the info will get sent to our underwriters, and they'll reply within 24 hours with a tentative offer based on the info you shared. So again, free with Levinson, take advantage. We have a section on our website just for foreign nationals, okay, that you can go to and pick out brochures, consumer agent brochures, guides, charts. We have all the top companies if you're dealing with foreign nationals or in that space. Impaired risk department. So we have our own quick application, one-pager that asks for all the information. We have a built-in HIPAA. Everything is at your fingertips and makes it very simple. Okay, this is probably the most useful chart if you're selling over the phone, which I know you are. This is like, in my opinion, if you're driving a car, right, you need to have 4 tires. If you don't have this chart, there's no driving the car because you don't have the 4 tires. That's how important this is. We're going to include this in the thank you email today. It just sums up all of the go-to non-med and instant issue products, okay, which makes selling over the phone much easier. Next slide is all guaranteed issue options. This is straight up guaranteed issue. No gray, no small print. As you can see, we handpicked all of the top carriers and products. We have something for everyone. There will never be a time where you're on the phone with a lead or prospect and you say to them, I'm sorry, I can't help you with a product. Okay? And I mean that. We have something for everyone, and that's how you should be marketing yourself. Okay, the Bill Levinson Experience podcast. The last episode was with Ian. This was a part 2. This is a man who's selling over the phone in California. He has doubled his production since COVID, okay? And the part 1 episode was pre-COVID, okay? And I asked him a question. I said, Ian, what would you say for the amount of policies you sold or sell, right? How many are sold over the phone? He said 99%. This was pre-COVID, okay? And then he doubled his business in the last 24 months, okay? So again, talk about being proactive and thinking ahead of the curve. This man did that. He's in his 30s. He's crushing it. So folks, there's no excuse. I said it in the beginning. I'm saying it again. Okay, future trainings, that's what you're on right now. So again, every day of the week, we have Agency Automator. And then highlighted in blue, okay, that's our weekly live training webinars, which is what you're on right now. By the way, that Your Family Bank strategy, Foresters is also part of that program. So again, we have 3 of the main carriers. Foresters is one, so another reason. And by the way, this is our last slide, and I want to say I'm impressed with what Foresters has to offer. I mean, some of these underwriting niches, these products, okay? I mean, no, they're not going to be the least expensive term in the world, but oh my gosh, you know, if you can get, I mean, I didn't know about the nicotine users, the vapors. I mean, you can get these people non-smoker rates and destroy the competitors. Okay, that impaired risk term, no brainer. Okay, and the comp, amazing. Renewals, amazing. Okay, I mean, if I was an agent out there selling, which obviously we don't sell, we're a wholesaler, but oh my gosh, I would have Foresters in my toolbox point blank. And I'm not just saying it because Kelly's on. In fact, he actually hung up by now. But I'm telling you, as a life insurance agent, as a Levinson active agent, you need to have Foresters in your arsenal. Okay, let's end with this. I want to ask our question of the day. I know I ran 5 minutes over. I hope the speed dating session was fun. Talking about speed, this is our Positive Tuesday quote on the left side. And what it says, very simply put, the givers must learn their limits because the takers have none. This is all about limiting your speed, right? In the business and personal world of yours. So again, this is my way of showing you all that you got to brand yourself on social media. Don't listen to what I say. Just watch what we do. Go on our pages and see what we're doing. You should be doing the same thing. So when life insurance comes up, everyone thinks of you for a quote or information, right? They heard about this IUL, and you have to tell them more and explain the reasoning behind an IUL for retirement savings, for cash accumulation, for young professionals, whatever it is. Okay, let's ask our question of the day. And I hope you were paying attention, okay? Because whoever answers first incorrectly wins. And we're going to give away, I said in the beginning, the tablet, the tablet or the Echo, the prospecting book, and I have a magnetic Ask Me About Free Scholarships pin that agents wear literally every day. Okay, and now they're starting to go out a little bit more because of COVID and the pandemic and the vaccines and everything else. So I'm going to throw that in as well. It's a nice little package. You answer correctly, you win. The question is, if you have a consumer, okay, who is a cigar smoker, nicotine user, chewer, okay, what 2 carriers are you going to pick? I said it in the beginning. Tell me both carriers that have this niche, okay, top 2 carriers for cigar users, chewing tobacco, occasional marijuana users, okay? What 2 carriers are the go-to? You tell me the 2 carriers, you win. Andrew, who's first?
We got Robert B. Robert B. from Florida is the first person to get it correct.
Robert B. from Florida. The answer is Prudential and Lincoln. You can get non-smoker rates, even preferred if it's occasional. So that's huge. Congrats, Robert. Let's have a great rest of your Thursday, a great week. Also, keep your eyes posted today for the thank you email and the 411 video that's going out tonight. And it's very special because we have a guest speaker live in that video. You're going to be very impressed. I want to hear your feedback. Like our Facebook page, and I'll send you your own IUL prospecting book so you're a winner as well. Let's have a great day. Take care and good selling.